Hi, I'm Sarah from The Upcoming. A pleasure to have you here with us in London for the film festival.
Yeah.
Maybe you could just begin with a brief introduction to Lady Chatterley's lover. How were you already familiar with the story or with the other screen adaptations, and what was the appeal for you in jumping on board with this version of it?
I hadn't watched any of the adaptations and actually still haven't. I didn't want to before we did ours so that I wouldn't be influenced by them, but I was really familiar with the book and read it again, and interestingly reading it when I was a bit older, found it so rich in so many ways. Like, I think it's such a beautiful novel, and in my first conversations with Law, we both spoke about how it was so ahead of its time and also like timeless but also very timely, and how we could like draw things from it to root it very much in current conversations about female pleasure and female empowerment. So for all those reasons, yeah, I was so excited to be involved.
And what I think really stands out about this version is really concentrating on looking at things from... so how did you kind of see this character and get under the skin of her and try and see it through kind of maybe a more modern lens?
Yeah, I think Connie has such a rich internal life, and I actually think working really closely with the cinematographer Benoit, the way he shoots really helps you feel like you're living each beat with her, each moment with her beat by beat. And yeah, I mean, yeah, in terms of making it modern, I think it was very easy. I think Connie's written that way in the book, and in the adaptation, in our adaptation, that very much came through. Has this incredible strength of character and courage and willingness, and also this joy for life and a curiosity to discover herself and what she needs and wants. And I think that she, goes on this incredible journey that I think will be relatable and comforting for a lot of women today to see.
And of course, your co-star was going to be really crucial to making this version work. Jack seems to bring such a great combination of this kind of raw masculinity, but then a kind of real sensitivity. And of course, you have to share lots of intimate scenes together, but then lots of scenes that look like they were a lot of fun as well, like, you know, dancing in the woodland in the rain. So what was it like working with Jack, and particularly what were some of maybe the harder and most fun scenes?
It was amazing to work with Jack. As you said, like, he has such a range as an actor and brings so much complexity and depth to Mellors, especially like his tenderness, which I think previously has sometimes been overlooked. And I think that's what really draws Connie to him. And yeah, the dancing in the rain scene was definitely one of the most terrifying, exhilarating and fun things that I've done in my life, probably. And to share that with someone and to be building like the sense of trust and safety with that person, especially during those more intimate moments, was a really like new and really, really great challenge.
And, you know, just also I think what really is brought out in this film is kind of the connection to nature, and this real contrast created between how confined she seems in the house and in her, you know, luxurious dresses, and then when she's kind of outside and that all kind of is stripped away. So, you know, what was it like filming those scenes and getting that contrast right?
Yeah, I think it's really, I think nature is its own character in the film, and I think it was funny because we started shooting we started with most of the outdoor scenes, and then we moved up to the house, and it was on the same estate, so you had the house and the hill, you see Connie walk up and down, and then the forest and the river, and so when we moved up to the house, we also missed that feeling of freedom and feeling of being so in touch with the elements when you're in nature, and it really affected all of us, cast and crew, when we were working there, and it was kind of useful for me because when we moved up to the house, I felt so trapped instantly and so stifled, a bit like Connie did when she was there. Yeah.
And in terms of your career, I mean, it just seems like you've shot to stardom, and particularly your incredible turn in The Crown as Diana, and now this role. How do you look back on what you've done so far, and what are you looking forward to doing next?
I mean, I'm so grateful for everything that I've done so far. It seems like some kind of strange, hazy dream, which is almost too good to be true. I'm just excited to, I don't know, find projects that I really believe in and feel this kind of pull towards, and it's kind of nice not knowing what that is and not looking for anything in particular necessarily, but just letting yourself be open to being drawn to things. Yeah.
Well, I'm out of time, but thank you so much for
Thank
sharing
you.
with us, and I
Thanks.
can't wait for everyone else to see this amazing film. Thank you.